Welcome to Tabletop Gone Mad, Spooky Edition. This is a production of Twice Rolled Tales. You can find out more information about how you can play this at your own table on our website, or you can watch versions of a filmed actual play, as well as filmed live shows, for information on how to use our module, as well as the spooky version, which is available in the same place that I just mentioned for all of these other things. My name is Linnie Shell. I will be your game master for the evening. I'm going to introduce you to my wonderful players right here.
Woo! Hey, I'm Abby Hepworth of My First Dungeon. Very excited to be here.
I'm Brian Flaherty of My First Dungeon. Also excited to be here.
I'm Erin. Also excited to be here.
And I'm Emily. I'm always here.
And always excited.
Always excited.
One note of warning. The spirits are in the air, and I ascended at some point during filming into this, into the void. So you may see me represented not as I am now, but in a transcended form. Perhaps a small dot of ink. Perhaps a cloud. I don't know. The editor is going to figure it out. But I assure you, it is still me the entire time I was here, even if perhaps our camera was not.
Okay, yeah, so you know the system is essentially a codified, incredibly simplified version of many other D20 systems. We've got wisdom, intelligence, charisma, strength, constitution, dexterity. I give you a difficulty number, you roll. If you beat it or meet it, then you pass. You add already pre-selected modifiers, which we'll do in the character generation process. Before that, we've got to figure out what adventure we're doing.
Yay.
We've got the bad host, the monster maker, the furry problem, the cut-up, or the dead reckoning. I was hearing giggles for the furry problem or the monster maker.
Yeah. I mean, we can't go wrong with any of them.
No, they're all pretty
I'm a
good.
monster maker, man.
Yeah,
Monster maker?
What do you guys?
Yeah, let's do it.
Monster maker?
That
Okay.
works for me.
Great. Incredible. Okay, so the way this works is we've selected an adventure. We now have a series of adjectives, nouns, and other parts of speech, and we are going to fill them out, and then together discover what we'll be playing. I don't know. No idea. We don't know. It's absolutely no preparation. I show up just as much as you guys do, and honestly,
We all just come as we are.
yeah, it's really the plan. Okay, I need a location.
Georgia.
Oh no.
Immediate Georgia slander.
No, it's all right. I can break out the accents.
It could be the country. We could mix it up.
I know some interesting things about Georgia, but not enough to like.
I just need an excuse to use my phone.
I
It's
did just
excellent
gift
for
you
me.
that.
Yeah.
Are we all locked into a southern accent now? Is that what
No,
you're
we
It's
have
really
to.
the only accent I have. So I'm gonna take whatever I can do.
I've got like Texas and Southern Belle, and then Midwestern.
Yeah.
Those are the three.
I've got Midwestern. Yeah, that one I can do all the
Yeah.
time.
Well, yeah. Great. Last name.
Finnegan.
Finnegan. Yeah. Okay,
Classic
we've got
Southern
some.
name.
Very southern.
Very
Some
southern.
Scots-Irish, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I guess Scots-Irish aren't actually Irish. Anyway, adjective.
Bubbly.
Bubbly. Pronoun.
Her.
Her. Great. Adjective.
Sharp.
Well, gotta do the soft thing so we don't get hurt.
No.
It's already pointing at me.
It's too
It
late.
might be talking about cheddar. You don't know.
No, I can assure you it's
wet
definitely not.
Not
We're playing the spooky version.
Spooky cheddar.
Exactly.
This is where we can stack the dice in our favor.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's not how I play.
Okay, a body part.
Thumb.
Another body part, plural.
Ears.
Here we go.
And an animal.
Ostrich.
No! I've had enough ostrich trauma in the past couple of weeks.
Oh no! Is this a recurring element?
Yeah.
I need a weather event.
Oh.
El Nino.
Yeah.
That's That's the wrong side. I mean, I guess El Nino is just the not the storm, but just the weather.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was
It's one of
actually
those
asking.
mysteries.
I don't know
Period of
enough
warm
about
makes
this.
it
Yeah.
warmer.
Period of warm weather and wind
Yeah.
that brings more storms.
Exactly.
Scholars have debated that one.
There we go.
Okay. I need a monster.
Chupacabra.
Oh, there we go.
What's that?
El Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. It's like the
I found a
like
printing
that
error.
thing that
demon
looks-
rat.
I
Yeah,
found a
like
printing
it looks
error.
like a
fix
shaved
it.
bear or something.
They're like
Yeah.
like it's like a
Like
thin
goats?
coyote type creature. They look like a coyote with mange. They
Okay.
suck the blood of goats.
Excellent.
They're like they're in
Fuck
this
goats.
realm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck goats.
They're in this range.
Okay.
This realm here.
Chupacabra says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bread box.
Bread box
Chupacabra.
If you
chupacabra.
make small goats, you can get goats mini sized. You get large
A little
goats.
snack.
It's like little fainting
Bite
goats.
size
Like,
goats.
yeah.
There's
God,
a
fainting goats are my favorite.
They're so
thing. You guys know about these.
Yeah.
They're very.
They
They're
have
very good.
a tonic response so that they go into shock if you startle them. And so all of their tendons and nerves just freeze up and then
Yeah.
they fall over.
And they fall over.
So all these great videos of people with like big umbrellas and they walk into the middle of the goats and open the umbrella and
Oh,
the goats
just-
just pass out. Yeah.
And as far as defense mechanisms go, not very useful, but super funny.
Yeah, I don't know how it got started because they were deliberately bred that way. So I'm
I was
assuming
gonna
there
say
was-
how evolution allowed this to happen, but I
Yeah.
guess it didn't.
Humans probably.
Humans.
Yeah.
Humans.
It's
allowed
humans
that.
that does
I guess
It works
so.
great for us.
Yeah.
To me, it really feels like someone said, "Oh no, it makes them easier to catch,"
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Billy, you just think it's funny. Don't lie to us.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
yeah.
think
Don't
it's
lie.
funny." It's like, no.
You did this for the bit.
Reason.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
everyone's like, no, we know. Okay, plural noun.
Umbrellas. I don't know why I said it like that.
Umbrellas.
Umbrellas.
Okay.
Umbrellas.
The Monster Maker. A job is a job, especially in Georgia. It's possible you've been in stranger workplaces, but the laboratory of Dr. Finnegan is particularly bubbly. All right.
Okay.
That's
So far, so good.
That's fair.
Not that bad.
Kind of cute.
I know Sharp is coming up. So.
You've been helping her with creating a sharp creature
Oh.
using borrowed thumbs and ears,
Borrowed.
as well as some spare ostriches.
Okay.
They have sharp teeth.
Do they?
I think so.
Okay.
Not gonna challenge you on that.
Sure. She's gonna say things, and if no one else has any knowledge about it,
No, they're definitely like cousins of the ostrich.
Yeah.
Ostrich. Like
Yeah.
they're formidable.
Nobody's gonna see this, right? We're not gonna get back.
get in the comments if you think ostriches don't have sharp teeth.
It feels like a bluff.
Get in the comments if you know about ostrich.
You know about
teeth.
ostriches.
I'm pretty
You wanna
sure
check me?
They don't. I'm pretty sure they might have some. Anyway.
Don't Google any of this.
You don't think it would work. You didn't think it would work, but after a terrible El Nino, the creature came to life.
Of course.
Unfortunately, the local residents say that it attacked their umbrellas and are blaming you. The creature is also not too happy with you or your boss. Unless you can figure out a way to resolve this, you might end up as spare parts.
Ooh.
So there's a creature, there's a town that's blaming you for the creature also blames you for the creature.
Also, there's currently an El Nino event, and there's no umbrellas anymore.
Right.
Oh.
Yes.
It's a real problem.
We've created
You know,
a real
actually, that
issue.
is a problem. You know?
Especially in Georgia. Georgia's not a place where you're getting raincoats. You're relying on your umbrella in Georgia.
Nah,
Famous-
you just
famously.
get wet like God intended.
Yeah, exactly.
Peter Rose
Cool.
will be down there.
So
Oh,
we have
no.
figured out somewhat of what we're doing. Now we're gonna do character sheets. Everyone grab a character sheet. They're all different. There's no bad choices.
Oh, I forgot that they're all different. I'm just gonna take the top.
Except one. There's one that's bad.
There's one that's bad.
No, they're all good.
You'll know if you get it.
I feel like I've already collected.
Okay.
All right. So we do the same thing of filling out that word blank first. The word bank first. Feel free to do it yourselves. Ask for any question or ask each other for help. Any suggestions?
Okay.
To be clear, we all work in the lab.
Yes.
So for job, we should pick something.
Yes, something in the
vaguely
lab. You don't have to, but it would make my life easier, which you don't have to do,
Mm.
for the record. It's not a requisite.
No.
And like everything, all this is suggestions. If something doesn't serve you in the game, you can ignore it. If you're stuck, ask someone else for help.
Ooh, illness. Illness.
You get an
that's-
illness?
Yeah, I get an illness.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how to spell this word. No, that looks close.
It's okay. We post close-ups of each of the sheets with the particularly embarrassing spelling checks.
So
spelling
this
mistakes.
penmanship matters as well.
No, we don't. We definitely don't do that
Penmanship could be better.
because I would be person number 1 all of the time. I am so dyslexic.
I'm like trying to run through the like jobs in a lab.
Yeah.
What do people do?
What do they even do in labs?
Well, presumably you also have like grave diggers and animal handlers and dissectors and
To handle the ostrich, you could be an
That's
ostrich
true.
expert.
That's true. That's a good
Like
one.
Ostrich breeder.
Ostrich wrangler.
fixer of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, that's just whoever the PA is. But
I need a skill.
Tiddlywinks.
What?
Tiddlywinks?
Have you never played Tiddlywinks?
I know it, but okay.
It's a thing you can be good at.
I'll take a word for it.
No, like you don't do that if you don't want to. I'm just
I don't think I've thought of tiddlywinks in 15 years.
such
Yeah,
a
that's the
garbage
first time
fucking
I've heard
game.
this word for
So it's these little
decades.
Yeah,
very thin circular plastic discs,
Mhm.
and by using one you can pop the other, and the goal is to like either get them to go far into a cup or like various tricks you can do.
I've definitely like seen this.
It's such trash.
Have never done this.
It's kind of like Pogs.
Okay, a little bit.
Pogs? You know
Oh,
Pogs?
no.
Oh man, this is a generational thing. Pogs were the worst toy of our
Oh.
generation.
Yeah.
And it was like, you get this, you've probably seen the tubes because they just kind of exist in the world now. There were these tubes that were like cylindrical, so kind of like this, but around this. And Pog was like this size. And it was a cardboard
Like a little
disc,
disc.
Mhm.
Yeah.
usually with like characters on it or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then you'd have a slammer, which was like a metal Pog. And I forget how you play, but you like put the Pogs in the middle and you'd slam your slammer.
Yeah,
and
you just have
depending
to
on
like
what-
flip it somehow or something
Yeah,
like
you
that.
try to like get the Pogs to flip over, and then you take the ones that you flip over, and you keep them in this like canister that you can like put on your belt. Like
So you just
I don't know.
hit the table really hard, and
Really?
if
I
it
think I
bounced,
usually did it on like the carpet or something.
Yeah.
This is also a time when like
That's-
everyone had only carpet.
Yes. There was
That's-
only carpet. There was no real internet. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this was
like I remember
supposedly
Tamagotchis,
fun.
right? Like that.
Yeah, oh, they were
Tamagotchis
great.
were,
That
Yeah.
was
They were great.
I was around for that,
Mhm.
but
I went away for a weekend. I asked my mom to watch my Tamagotchi, and she left it in her purse and forgot about it, killed it, and I still
no.
harbor ill feelings.
Oh no.
I think my parents got it for me to prove that there was a reason we shouldn't get a dog. Like we can get a Tamagotchi, and you can shut up about
You're
your
like,
dog.
and if it is alive in a year, maybe.
I don't think they realized you could like respawn Tamagotchis.
Mm,
It was
mhm.
like I'm like, this is generation 3, but they don't know.
They don't know. So the ability modifiers, the numbers that are already here, are what I put up at the top.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no rolling, no
Oh,
math.
sorry. Okay.
At least it's an ostrich. It could have been an emu.
Could have.
Emus are so much worse.
Oh, this guy's got some wisdom.
This is
Oh no! I'm so
This
sorry,
whole
guys.
situation's whack.
I'm so sorry.
What's oh
It's
no.
a beautiful sketch.
You're
I
doing
just
monster
figured out what the
track.
monster looks
Oh,
like.
no.
It's really bad.
I need to leave.
It's great.
Can someone remind me the differences between wisdom and intelligence?
So intelligence is, since I'm making the calls, this is
Mhm.
what I consider this difference.
Cool.
So intelligence is things that you've like learned from books. So it's noticing stuff about things that you've learned. Wisdom is more of like a street smart, noticing stuff like around, like occurring around you or between people, that sort of thing.
Cool.
Yeah, book smart, street smart.
They
Vaguely.
might just give them the same modifier.
It's also like investigation versus perception.
Oh, I need a name. I
Yeah,
forgot.
I gotta name your character.
no.
Why are you laughing?
No, I just saw some of your words. I almost did this too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I feel like some of the words do reoccur slightly more than you'd think.
Yeah.
Thumbs keeps coming up.
Thumbs, ostriches keep coming up. Yeah.
Thumbs feel like a second pass. Like the first pass of body part is like arm, leg, head. Then you're like, okay, go one past that. foam.
It's my first thought is literally always spleen. I don't know
There
why.
you go. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Good for the horror, but yeah. It was. I remember in college I was taking bio, and we had like a lab exam, and there were different. It was something where it was like I think you had a frog, and you had to first label what the different body parts that they had like stuck little flags in or whatever, and then you had to say what the body parts did. And I knew one was the spleen, but I couldn't remember what spleens do. And so I was like, it produces bodily fluids. And my teacher was like, it's really not specific enough. I can't give that to you. And I was like, sure, fact. Okay.
There's a lot of fluids you can pick from there.
I was like, it does something with bodily fluids.
Is it like a secondary filter?
I still don't know what it
It's
is.
filtration. But also I know you can lose it. So it's
Right,
like,
exactly. So I'm like, it can't
I
be.
was like, it makes
it's not like a
bile.
liver
I
or
don't
something.
know.
It just hangs
Yeah.
out, you know? It's
Things
just hanging
out. You don't
Hanging
eat
out.
it.
I
It's
really
just
want
there
to
for the
like
vibes.
I really want to start trashing on the spleen, but
There
then
to
I'm
hang
worried
out with
mine
the
will share
appendix.
and be like,
Exactly,
all right, you
yeah.
don't need me, fine, shut
Let
down.
them do their own thing.
It's like if you get mono, you have to be careful because your spleen will swell. And if you fall over, it will.
Really?
Yeah. How are we doing on writings, filling outs? All right.
Yeah.
Let's start with Emily. Like, let us know who you are. Introduce yourself.
Okay. Ooh. Are we gonna do an accent or not? I can't decide. We might do an accent when we're into it. We're gonna see. But anyway, I'm gonna be playing Dr. Eloise Lafayette. Working as a visiting research fellow, you try to steer clear of trouble. Most of the people around are just fine, but every time you look at player 4, you feel a sense of suspicion. And so whoever Abby's character is, even if they're completely oblivious. You hate mice with a passion and crave noodles.
Don't we all?
I know.
That's right. Yeah. Cool.
Erin.
My name is Hinkley Hagen.
Great.
Excellent.
Okay. It says after 10 years on the job, you were finally starting to enjoy being an intern.
So really, you're just a postdoc.
I thought it would be really funny to be an intern
No,
for
it's
10 years.
great. Intern's great.
But I've definitely seen some things I cannot see. I'll do my best, but if all else fails, I can always bring out my secret snail shell. Question mark.
Okay.
Watch out though, I'm deathly afraid of businessmen.
As an intern,
happened to
valuable
you?
fear.
I don't
You've
know.
led quite the life,
I
Hinkley.
don't know what I've done, is the thing.
I feel like you've just been an intern at several different places.
Yeah.
Like starting in corporate, and you
Yeah.
just like
I
slowly.
keep getting like freaked out by the number of businessmen, so I have to leave. Yeah.
Well, I'm Chester MacArthurfield. As an intake technician with deep roots in this community, I have a personal stake in this, I would say. I'm suffering, however, currently from the chicken pox. I didn't have it as a child, and it's really ravaging my whole body right now. But you'll know that I've been able to fight through it to protect my beloved collection of candelabras. I've been collecting them for a very long time, and they're very nice. I also have a very distinctive hunch, as you might see, which leaves me pretty identifiable to anyone of my enemies.
I love it. I am Frenchie LaRue. As an unpaid intern. I like to think that maybe I'm like, but are you getting
Are you getting paid?
Are you getting
Hold on. Are you getting paid?
Because I'm not.
Neither of us ever actually disclosed.
As an unpaid intern, you like to think that you are prepared for anything. You took this job to provide for your great aunt, which is not great because I'm not getting paid. And right now you're wondering if it's worth it just to have a soldering gun. You're known for your frisbee golfing, but perhaps better known for a particular fondness for beach balls.
Frisbee golf is extremely fun.
Beach balls, and what was that?
I have a particular fondness for them.
For beach balls.
For beach
Okay.
balls, yes.
And Dr. Eloise does not like Frenchie.
No, it's
You
deeply
think I'm
suspicious.
It's because I keep talking about how I need to provide for my great aunt, but I also took an unpaid
Provide.
internship.
Yeah. Something's not adding up.
That doesn't math.
Yeah.
There is
What
something
happened?
buried in Frenchie's past. Okay. Oh, love that. Love that. Okay.
Sorry, Chester is one of the like doctors or
Intake.
scientists.
He's an intake technician.
Intake.
Is that
technician.
euphemism for gravedigger or?
Oh no, it's a kind of a receptionist type position, but I went to 5 years of school for it.
Okay.
It was supposed to be a 3-year program, but I did it a couple times. Make sure I really got everything.
Really understood,
that I needed,
yeah.
Through all the class, like all the electives, I elected for some of them the first time, then I elected for the other ones the next time, and now I feel like I'm the whole package.
A true liberal arts education.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do an extra year. What are you doing?
I really almost put door greeter too, so I'm glad I didn't do that.
A lot of
but
people coming in and out of this
I
lab
know.
here.
Feel bad.
Hello, are you prepared to be dissected today? No, that's too bad. It's happening anyway.
Another time then.
It's happening.
Ugh, okay.
Also, I think these unpaid interns keep trying to check people in. I'm not about it. Let me tell you.
I am prepared for anything.
Yeah,
I
you're
have
prepared for
to
anything
take
except for my
over
job.
Your job, I can at a moment's notice.
That's not the thing that you should be saying.
And I
Anyway.
can do it unpaid.
Yeah, I'm turning this into a union shop right now. These interns are coming for my job.
this is the real thing we're doing here is unionizing.
Yes.
Would it be tabletop if capitalism wasn't the enemy? All right, so everyone's characters have been introduced. Lovely. We've got Dr. Eloise, Hinckley, Chesterfield.
Chester MacArthurfield.
Chester MacArthurfield.
Chester MacArthurfield.
Chester MacArthurfield.
Of the Savannah MacArthurfield,
Yeah.
of course.
MacArthurfield.
MacArthurfield, yeah.
Mick really makes it.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
I
by
love-
way of Ireland.
Yes, Chester MacArthurfield
Yes.
and Frenchie LaRue.
Yes.
Frenchie Chesterfield, Chester Hinckley, Dr. Eloise. Yes. Who doesn't have a first name?
No, Dr. Lafayette.
French.
Yes.
That makes sense. Ish.
I think, yeah, French. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. If you guys are ready, we'll get stuck into it.
Yeah.
We're in Georgia. Where are we in Georgia? We open in a small town in Georgia, pretty much straight in the middle of Georgia. No one has ever heard of it. No one will ever hear of it. It is a small inky dot on the map that has been frayed and lost for most of history, which is the perfect place if one were a mad scientist dealing with unscrupulous practices that you perhaps want to set up residence. So let us go to a small defunct laboratory, which possibly was once a concrete plant, in the far corner of town, where you four are sitting around in a circle in this laboratory. There is a massive hole that has been blown out of the side of it, open to the beautiful summer Georgian air. So it is hot, it is sticky, it is unpleasant. The air conditioner in the corner is doing God's valiant work, but failing miserably. There's a small radio in the corner. You can hear it's tuned to the local news. And you can hear the announcer say, and well, yeah, Mary, it is quite alarming. Every single person has had their umbrellas inexplicably stolen. It's unclear who the culprit is. Of course, we know none of us townsfolk would ever do such a thing, us being a stalwart community and all. So it must be some outsider, someone who's come to this town recently. And I don't know about you, Mary, but I can think of a couple people that hit that definition quite off the mark. Well, I wouldn't want to assume, Mary. No, I wouldn't want to assume. I'm just saying there's only 5 people we don't know, and that must be one of those 5 people. I'm not accusing them of anything malicious, Mary. I'm just saying someone took the umbrella. Clearly they're not malicious, Mary. They took the umbrellas, not our lives or our guns. But I'm just saying they have designs, because the flood's already happened, Mary. They don't need more umbrellas.
You know, I gotta say that it's very impressive they put together that all the umbrellas are missing, because when I miss my umbrella, I don't tell it, but like, for the entire community to get together and be like, we're all missing our umbrellas, this is pretty good journalism, I gotta say.
I feel like it's kind of a small town. People talk, you know.
Oh, I know. But I mean, how quickly you gotta run out of things to say before you gotta say, I lost my umbrella. And the next person says, oh my God, I also lost my umbrella.
News travels fast in Georgia.
It sure does. Yeah.
You know, every time you speak, I don't expect it.
It seems to get thicker every time.
I have no idea what you mean.
That's fair. That's fair. Instantly sweating. I've offended this person.
As you were listening to the newscast, a very, very short, lab-coated, very tall hair, like fully a third of the height of this woman is hair, comes in and turns off the radio. It says, "I'm sorry, was I paying you all to listen to the radio or go solve this issue which you have created?" Sort of gesturing to this giant hole.
Actually, Dr. Finnegan, I wanted to talk to you about that because I haven't been paid, and we never really talked about salary.
Ooh, sure. She walks over to like an enormous file cabinet, pulls out the drawer, and it's like you think it's gonna be this wide, but it pulls out much wider. She looks at the back. She's like, Finnegan. Frenchie. Just a single piece of paper. All right, I see terms and agreements. No, salary was not mentioned. That seems like a you problem. Signed and dated here.
Oh, yeah, I was like, maybe we could renegotiate some, like, now's not a good time, though.
There is a hole in the wall.
You're so right.
That's
why Hinckley's the number 1 intern, and I'm just the number 2 intern. It's fine.
I'm not trying to change another one. I'm just saying, like, maybe just like...
Everyone.
All right.
If we don't find the creature, that was all the grant money we have. If we do not find and publish our results, the small amount of people who care about this sort of thing won't give us more money to keep doing this thing.
Yeah, okay.
And we will all be ruined, and you will not be paid anymore, and you will have no job.
Oh, I need it. I need the job. Okay. I'm prepared.
So,
to go get that monster.
there was no security tapes. We don't film anything in this lab, of course. We tried that once, and then someone got a tape out, and you remember.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
No.
Oh, we remember.
Excellent. She's gesturing to it is a almost 1.5 story tall cage. There are feathers littering the ground, and it looks like the bars of this cage have truly been pulled asunder. Just something with enormous strength gripped them and yanked them apart, creating an opening that they then were able to bash the wall open. Clearly, this beast has enormous strength. You all, of course, have been watching this being built for the past several months and years. Started out with chickens, but they really didn't have enough body heft to keep up with the limbs that kept being added to them. So they kept getting bigger and bigger. There was an unfortunate incident with a cassowary. No one died, but it was close. It was close.
It's a rough week.
They're cool birds.
A few people might have been better off had they, kind of passed on after that encounter, I'll be honest.
They really have not been the same. No.
No.
Do any of you guys have scars from the cassowary? They've got a 3-inch talon on the back of their legs.
Just on the back?
Yeah, it's this giant spur, and they just use it to just murder things.
I'm excited to go look up what this bird looks like, because I do not know what this bird looks like.
You don't want to look up this bird.
I just feel like if I'm going to be prepared as an intern, I got to know all the birds.
Furiously Googling.
There are certain birds to which you do not want to know.
It just feels like birds are going to play a really big part in my medical education.
Perhaps a bigger role than they should. Dr. Finnegan, all
Yes.
of us have been around for a while and have seen this, but this is your monster. This is your lab. This is your problem. We have been conscripted and must help you with this, but we need some assistance.
Oh.
What do you know that might help us stop this?
Yeah, any weaknesses you pre-programmed in there?
My creations have no weaknesses.
You might want to reconsider that, I'm just saying.
God, Chester.
What about like is this like a bare fisticuff situation, or like can we
Holes
I
in
am
a
not made
giant.
for fisticuffs.
Do I want my gold candelabra or my silver
I'm
candelabra?
not saying it
Just like a
should be
werewolf thing?
fisticuffs. And if anything, it definitely should not
All
be
right, all right.
fisticuffs.
Yes.
If we could avoid fisticuffs, that would be ideal.
This is
I
the
guess
most I've heard the word
is what I'm
fisticuffs
saying.
in one day. It's actually it's exciting.
Okay, so maybe you do fisticuffs.
I feel like Chester, you're really good at that.
Chester Arthur.
The word's kind of got that somatic satiation thing now going because I fisticuffs.
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 Okay, so he's cool with fisticuffs.
Yeah.
I
It sounds like you have a plan. If you're going to do fisticuffs, fisticuffs at morning, fisticuffs for
Fisticuffs
brunch.
is not my plan.
I'm better at like throwing things from a distance.
Yes,
You know?
okay. So,
Yeah. And from as
what
far
do we
away
know
as
this
possible.
creature has?
Yeah.
Yeah,
know-
what do we got?
We know it has ears. It has keen ears.
Mhm.
Because when the good Lord made the bird, he did not
The good
add...
Lord
Let's
did not
be
make
clear,
the
the
bird.
good
You
Lord
made
did
the
not
bird.
make this bird. On that
Let's
we
not
are all
be confused
agreed.
here. You made it.
No.
Wait, were you all not told
The Lord
to
made
call
the-
Dr. Finnegan the good Lord? Is
No.
that just me?
That's-
Am I the only one who's
believe
supposed to do
was
that?
just you.
I will not stop
most
you.
recently.
I have no impressions of Dr. Finnegan's divinity.
The Lord made the bird. I merely improved upon his design. But he made them with... he made the ostrich without keen hearing. So we, of course, grafted hearing apparati salvaged from various willing sources. If you sign paperwork before you die, it's legal.
That's true. I've got all the paperwork.
Do they get the
Is that what
ears
you do in
back
intake?
afterwards?
Yeah,
Is
mostly,
it-
you know,
like,
it's
do
kind
we
of a
need to
welcoming
like
and
when
paperwork
we
thing.
capture, hopefully the bird,
Mhm.
right? Is there a situation later in which we need to return the ears to
Well,
somebody?
Does everything need to be intact?
in,
Yeah, like
in
how-
one case, no, the users are dead. On the other,
Interesting.
possession and
development.
ownership of dead bodies is an unsettled legal question in many jurisdictions, including this one. So
That's true.
perhaps we'll find out never, because no one will ever say anything. Understood? You didn't hear anything,
Okay.
unless you'd like to donate your hearing apparatus to the cause.
Talking about your ears.
Oh yeah, no, thank
Don't
you.
want to.
I'm good.
That's
Thank
fine.
you though.
If you wish to ascend beyond intern, you should know that true scientists test on their self first.
Ascend to like godhood? Is that
I think that's what she's.
that's
I'm right.
saying.
No,
that would
Next,
be
next
cool.
up is intake technician.
Do not listen
Is
to this.
that
Do
and
not.
then God?
Grad
Yeah.
student.
Yeah, and
I
then
know
grad
that.
students, yeah,
Okay.
Furiously writing this down.
Intern, intake technician,
grad
grad
student,
God.
Yeah,
Yep, exactly.
that's my understanding.
All the steps.
yeah.
Okay. And which one of those steps do we start getting a salary?
I hear that you get paid when you become a professor.
Oh, is that like a
You
It's
sort
called,
of
it's called tenure.
gotta branch off and do that one first and then
I think
No.
as a god, you can.
You just
kinda
have to be
make
a man.
money.
first, and have started like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I got a lot to do. My to-do list is getting real long.
Yeah, do you have a Roth IRA?
Yeah, now's the
You
time.
Oh,
making
man.
your yearly commissions
Yeah,
and
the
stuff?
longer you wait, the worse it gets. So
That's
She's
true.
just like having a panic attack now. Okay. Whew. I don't know what any of these things are. Gotta get prepared.
You thought about like a trust for your future kids? I know you're only like you're not thinking about kids yet, but I mean, you should start thinking about kids. You know what I mean?
As you guys are talking about this, you see that Dr. Finnegan has dumped a bunch of like nets and like large fishing nets, a couple of tasers, some stun guns, a couple of those like high-pitched things they use to scare off teenagers and pigeons. And, like,
Specifically those
classic
things.
pairing.
Yeah.
Only those
Teenagers
two.
and pigeons.
It's amazing how similar the two are.
Sometimes both.
They both just shit everywhere.
Famously true.
They just leave shit everywhere. Yeah, absolutely. Just give you a bunch of bird hunting tools. There's like some lasso rope in there as well. There's like some tranquilizer guns. But you guys have tried shrinking this bird. It has gone poorly.
Have we tried
Staying.
tasing the bird? Does tasing the bird?
You haven't tried that.
Okay.
That has not yet been tried. Give me an investigation check, which is wisdom. Or sorry, give me a wisdom check for perception.
It's a lovely 9.
That's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double 5.
I got a 9 as well.
Yay.
We're doing so good.
weird.
Tell us what we
Smart.
see.
Yeah.
Tell us every single thing we see.
Frenchie's panic attack is
Enough,
preventing her from really taking in the surrounding area.
I enter my mind palace.
What you don't see is a plume of dust coming up the long and winding road up to the cement factory / laboratory of the one and only investigative unit, police. It's more of like a coroner, police officer, it's sort of a catch-all for the institutions that are loosely connected with the police in this town. There's one person. You see a very old, refurbished cop car come pulling up the drive. You don't see a cop car pulling up its drive, long plume of dust coming out of it. You do hear, as you guys are all looking around these bird catching contraptions, is a small cough. And you see Inspector Davis sort of lean over, say, hello there. If I been sent up here to ask you all a few questions, he's like peering through this enormous hole that has been made in the wall.
Inspector Davis, why don't you come on in? Why don't you go around, mind the hole, go around through the door, and I'll check you in. Then you can talk to the doctor.
That's so kind of you. It seems like you guys have had some remodeling done.
Oh, let me just get you checked in real quick. We'll go through all the forms. I'll get you some nice cucumber water. Let's just make your stay here as pleasant as possible.
He really doesn't want to go with you, but you've nailed the inability to refuse hospitality hack of this man. And this...
Come on, you want some sweet tea? I got some excellent sweet tea. My mother taught me how to make it.
He's so kind. I really, could you get Dr. Finnegan to come? Maybe we could have some tea together.
Oh, absolutely. But why don't you put your feet up right there? You just sit down right there. I'm going to go get the doctor and you enjoy cucumber water.
Oh, sweet tea.
Oh, sweet tea. Of course. Looking at you, I know what you want. There's a wonderful glass of sweet tea. Oh, wait for the lemon.
I can't forget the lemon.
Can't forget the lemon.
I really should go talk.
Absolutely.
We could do a sip and chat.
Real quick, let me just give you these forms to fill out before you talk to the doctor. And I'm gonna go talk to the doctor right now. And then I run back and I go talk to the doctor. Dr. Fox is here.
Shit. It's fine. We just gotta catch the bird. And then we can flee under the cover of darkness and resume our work in a different town under different names.
Don't worry, I gave him the manila form, so it'll take at least 20 minutes. We got some time to get out of here.
How many forms do we have? Can we give him more forms?
Oh, we can give him more forms, but the manila ones are particularly complicated and stuff.
They ask them to put their full name in there each time.
Full name, social security number all the time, but also sometimes they only want 4 numbers of social security number, but we give all 8 numbers, so it's really complicated.
And if you mess up, you have to start over from the beginning. Yeah.
You hear sounds of actual pain coming from the reception office.
It's technically illegal in a couple of states in the union, but not so in Georgia.
That's why we're here. God bless them.
God bless this
federal
peach
system.
pie country.
Great. So you have temporarily distracted Inspector Davis? Davis, great. Will not forget that name. Inspector Davis. And you have a few moments if you want to leave without him noticing, you can do that. Dr. Finnegan says, all right, catch the bird. It's tall, it's mean, it's got ears for miles, it'll hear you coming. It likes to eat mice.
Does it answer any kind of, moniker, nom de guerre?
Have you guys been calling anything?
Like cat calling? Can we do the will it
Yeah, does it do that?
If we go
will it come?
Doesn't respond to the piss.
Give me all wisdom
sit
check.
and stay and basic,
Ooh, that's funny.
No.
Yay!
The doctor knows.
That's a good whisper. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've definitely been working more on the behavioral side of this bird rather than
I have just been calling it stupid bird.
It absolutely responds to stupid bird.
Great.
But only if you say it with a French accent.
I was just gonna ask.
Stupid.
Do a French accent with your southern accent.
Stupid bad. Stupid bad.
Layers upon layers.
Bad.
Perfect. That sounds good to me.
Bad.
A little bit.
It's
bang in the
bad.
throat.
Bad.
Right.
Bad.
Perfect.
It's
Yeah.
like an umlaut, bird.
I'm sorry, what was that word you just
Is
said?
it like an umlaut, like in German?
Now we're doing German too?
Yeah.
It's
not
one
German.
language in
It's
this
not
thing.
German. Not
French,
German.
but in a German accent, that might help.
Wait a minute. Okay. You know what? Fine. We're going to go back to the Austro-Hungarian Empire here. I'm just going to go around. But
That is maybe the best imitation of a French accent I have yet heard in Georgia. So
that's all I'm going for here. I'm not trying to speak that language.
Yeah.
too much.
It responds to stupid bird, stupid bad,
Stupid bird.
stupid bad. Responds to that, and you also would know it's much more of a daytime bird, so it's not really nocturnal. Kind of shockingly for a creature created in the lab. So you think that if you don't find the bird, you're going to find it strolling down Main Street sooner rather than later.
What's the head in the sand situation? You know, like is there like a sleeper word or something that like
Yeah.
Does it have any natural enemies that you found?
yeah. Are any natural?
What are the natural predators?
Yeah.
There aren't really any. I mean, like the dingo, perhaps, like a pack of dogs
We
can
gotta get
drag
a
one
dingo.
down.
We gotta get a dingo.
But they're really kind of scary and large birds. Like if you had to pick a bird to fight.
Do y'all think that there's any reason why it's become so infatuated with umbrellas? You know what I mean? Like that's a very particular
Well,
modus
then you
operandi.
can then you can hide your face even when it's not in the sand.
That's true. Maybe it's a hidden thing. Maybe it doesn't want people to see it.
This is why Hinkley
It's
is
hiding itself
intern
from the
number
sun.
This is why
one.
I've been here for 10 years.
The ideas that you come up with.
It could also be just not able to.
On that 20,
Could also be a Mary
you know
Poppins
that this
cosplay.
is the time.
Okay. Interesting. I have another idea. I've been working with this bird for a long time, and I have tried to humiliate it. I have tried to intimidate it into submission. It will not be tamed.
But you started with humiliation.
I
You didn't start with truth, so
It's the scientific process.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
This is how we work in France.
Humiliation, intimidation, death.
Absolutely. This bird works on its own terms and its own schedule. That said, it is still an animal. It is still a bird, unlike like many birds, and I do believe it is nesting season. At least,
Of course.
at least in this part of the world. So, that being said, maybe looking to make a nest, perhaps.
Do we know what kind of material it prefers for its nesting habits?
Umbrellas, I imagine.
Oh, umbrellas. It's the connective tissue between the thoughts.
Genius. Oh, umbrellas would
Like
be
full body
perfect
blush.
for
I'm
this.
so excited. I think like
I'm just
come
looking
up
at the
with
doctor like,
anything.
there's a reason I'm one intern over here.
I might get paid.
I wouldn't go that far. You gotta, pay your dues as an intake technician.
The one thing that is strange is if it is trying to nest, it has never been introduced to another of its kind. It has no mate. And so it may be trying to nest, but also trying to find a mate to start a nest with.
Maybe that's because I was gonna say the ostriches kind of look like umbrellas. Maybe it's like a sex thing.
I don't think it's a sex thing.
Maybe it's a sex.
Oh yeah, that was dumb. Never mind.
It's trying to create its
Super
own
dumb.
Why did you
mate
think
out
it
of
was-
umbrellas.
The doctor's
It's just-
seriously taking notes. Just like
Don't write that down. We might listen.
All hypotheses are valid.
Except for that one. Why did you think it was a sex thing?
Just
Yeah,
I don't.
I think we need to investigate your understanding of what sex is. I think.
I
don't know.
feel like you should. I don't.
And maybe what ostriches are. Maybe do I not know what an ostrich looks like?
Do
Is it
Yeah.
like their neck looks like the handle of the thing?
sure.
All right.
Now might be a good time to tell you all that I'm like partially blind in one eye, so it's a little hard for me to gauge what's cage and what's bird.
You have been working in an observational lab,
Yeah.
and you just say now that you're partially blind?
I was hoping I could just pretend it wasn't true, and that maybe then it just like it'd work itself out. I don't know. That was dumb.
Do you want a new eye? We could do a new. Would you like your eye replaced by that
Don't
of
do
a
that.
bird?
Ask
Don't-
what
don't
forms.
agree
Ask
with
the
the eye.
forms. Ask the color of the forms.
What color forms would I have to fill out?
Which ones are the ones that don't say IRB on it?
Mauve.
The mauve forms.
You don't want to sign the mauve forms.
I'll think about it.
Don't think about it.
I'm gonna think
Stop
about
thinking
it.
You would have the eye of a hawk. So you
You
patch
don't want
on.
the eye of a hawk. You don't want the eyeballs.
See, normal
That would
eye,
be
and then
relatively
sometimes you
tiny.
need to see
It's
afar.
very
From
small.
what I
She
understand,
doesn't fill the space. It
that-
rattles.
Oh, jeez. So you kind of have to keep the eye closed to keep it inside the socket, and
You're
then
basically pinching the whole
kind of
time.
at what's the point? Of
It's
And
not
having
also,
function
it,
of that.
it sees too far, and so
Yeah.
you're always turning to the direction.
Although I guess it's like you could do like a magic 8-ball thing, right? Where
So-
you like rattle
oh,
around.
yeah.
And you can see your own brain.
That would be kind of.
so I
This is
don't
why,
want to
of
be
course.
part
You're
So the
Bird.
eye of an owl. Better. Yes.
Owl is better. Those are teal forms. I'm not
Okay.
saying do it. It's still, dangerous, but better.
We did get it approved in the Falkland Islands, but just there.
Wait, so
But
we're
not the Falkland
So what
Islands
I-
that you're thinking of.
No, this
Get
is
to
the
go there?
This is the offshore autonomous community of sovereign citizens.
Oh,
we-
my cousin
Mhm.
was part of that. Yeah,
It's very interesting. They declare themselves above the law, and then they are.
yeah.
just
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
technically
clear
everything
about
gets
this.
approved
Are we trying to find you and I so that you know what sex is and can help us make a mate?
No, you're
for-
totally. We're
I
getting.
got
I feel like I've
we
lost
should
the thread.
interrogate the thread too.
I've lost the
Okay.
plot. I feel like there are a lot of threads. I don't understand any.
No, we must find the bird and
Great.
perhaps return the umbrellas
Mhm.
before the townsfolk start asking too many questions,
Cool.
like
Mm.
where's the body of Aunt Betty?
So the umbrellas are top priority, and then
I think those
bird.
restoration umbrellas,
Okay.
possibly Aunt Betty.
No, Aunt Betty's gone and
Oh.
or in the bird.
Oh, so we've
No
already
Aunt Betty.
Oh, but
Okay,
if
So
we
that
cut
just
open
gets
the
sold
bird,
internally.
got
can we get Aunt Betty back?
Aunt
I
Betty
think-
disassembled and then reconstituted into bird.
Oh, I see.
Technically, the bird
I
is
see.
kind of Aunt Betty.
upgraded Aunt Betty
Yeah.
Nice.
Or downgraded
okay.
bird.
or downgraded bird.
Didn't really like that.
No, we have forms from Aunt Betty, but perhaps we're signed post-mortem.
Inspector, how those forms coming for you? Not too complicated, I hope.
Oh no, I am. It's really just like doing the wedding charts for a wedding. I'm almost done, really. Just like
Oh, yeah,
the
but
names
I've
you
heard-
gotta write down and
It's
the complicated
just
back
like
and
that?
forth.
I've heard people say wedding
Just
charts,
like what-
Have you
cryptic
been to a
crosswords.
southern wedding?
I guess not that kind of southern wedding.
A Georgian southern wedding?
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Are you filling that with black ink? Oh my god, I am so sorry. That is absolutely my mistake. Unfortunately, our Scantron does not register black ink with that particular type of form. I'm gonna have to give you a whole new type of form. You're gonna have to use blue ink and royal blue ink, in particular.
What that? Yeah, that's.
Give me a charisma roll.
21.
Yeah.
21?
Nice.
Yeah, man, God. You have to do something hospitable because I asked you to. It's just such a such a hack.
I'm sorry, let me refill that sweet tea for you. You sit right there.
You're too kind. You're too kind.
Oh my god, you've got that poor pillow behind. Oh my no, you sit up. This is the pillow you want. There you go.
I am truly so good. Do you think Dr. Finnegan could come and
Dr. Finnegan's gonna be
fill
with
these
you
out?
in just a moment. You finish filling out those forms, and Dr. Finnegan will be with you post haste, as they might say.
Absolutely. I know that you're gonna send her right over, and we're gonna get this sorted, and you guys are gonna get I get you a deal on the wall. My uncle and my cousin, they do some great work with a brick, and they can just patch it up like
Is
you've
that,
never ever anyone.
Uncle Carl,
Carl and James Irvin.
married to Aunt Betty.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, rest her soul. I mean, she went fast, she went well, lived hard. We can't.
One of those things is true.
She's living hard.
I'm sorry. I hear someone calling for me. You please continue. I'm just gonna go grab some knickknacks.
So James Irving and what was
Carl.
Carl.
Carl and James Irving.
Have married Betty. God, okay, that's not gonna be relevant at any point. Great. So you guys have got a couple. Like, there's only so long you can stall this, man. So you need to go. If you're gonna leave now without seeing you leave, you probably want to do that now.
Dr. Lafayette, where do you think the ideal nest building place would be?
Well, most birds would prefer a higher nesting place out of the reach of predators, but as we are talking about an ostrich sort of situation, it unfortunately does not have the capability of flight. And if it is anything like its cousin, the emu, it will try and wreak havoc as much as possible to as many people as possible in its path. It did conquer an entire continent once.
Yes,
So-
such an impressive bird.
Probably right in the middle of town. We want to be well protected.
Yeah,
The band gazebo.
That might be the place.
Band gazebo.
I mean, it's surrounded on all sides by those wonderful poplar trees. That
You could
sounds like
throw
a tree.
things from the safety of the
I'm pretty sure
trees.
that's a tree that exists in Georgia.
that absolutely is a tree. Sounds not wrong.
Yeah.
No, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
We got some.
They were a gift
we
from
don't know where they came
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Pennsylvania, famous exporter of poplar.
No, I'm
Very
a
little less.
disappointment to my family. I don't know that much about trees.
Dr. Finnegan, before we set out, I must ask you if it comes down to it. Do we bring the bird back dead or alive?
I got forms for both.
So
my research does not care either way.
my research doesn't care if you guys die. My research cares if the bird dies. So, bird alive,
Prioritize the bird.
but if we reveal ourselves, then we have no research. So keep it secret.
Keep it safe.
Keep it safe.
Yes, all right, all right.
Thanks so much.
Yes.
I'm sorry, is that a reference from something? I don't know.
It's part of the intern code.
Yeah. This is like day one intern code. Yeah.
Got it.
We're on the same wavelength. This is okay.
Come back on your shields, or with the bird, but don't let the town find out about the bird.
Do you think we get them too?
Yeah, you get shields?
Did we finally earn them?
Where did you get that?
Oh, you're getting your first day here. Haven't you got one?
You do actually have a couple of like riot shields that you use when you feed the bird.
Mine's just got candelabra emblazoned on it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like clearly old like you got like some old police equipment that you use as the bird has gotten bigger. You sort of had to expand your arsenal.
Mine's got like a couple little like metal fleur-de-lis sort of pointing out.
Great.
I'm just gonna glue leaves to mine. We're just gonna try and make it
Camouflaged?
Nice and, no, just like pretty. You know, just like give it a nice little border.
Decoupaged.
Yeah, just kind of.
Do you have a personalized riot shield?
I think.
Yeah,
Good question.
I've taken some paint and I've tried to paint little beach balls.
Okay,
yeah, make it a little. They're very bright. It doesn't help conceal anything at all.
No.
Very vibrant.
I have this feeling that you guys stand out no matter what with your riot shields.
Yeah. Secretly though.
So you know that there is a main street running through town, and so there's a park with a bandstand with like this gazebo, surrounded by trees. It is like the middle of the day, so it's probably relatively not that busy, but it is gonna heat up. Metaphorically speaking, there's gonna be more people there during the night when the heat comes down and people come out, and like the shops, the ice cream stand, that sort of thing.
Classic makeout spot.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, it's surrounded by so many poplar trees. It's kind of its own little grove.
Yeah, you've never made out with somebody out there?
No, I have not.
Come on. Do it all the time.
Frenchie's looking at it actually a little different than before.
Hinkley is one of the only new things that's happened to this town in the past, like, 50 years. You've been here 10 years. People still call you the new intern.
Yeah. Well, I'm new and I'm an intern.
Yeah.
I'm not about to debate them, you know?
They're gonna tell the people they're wrong.
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
All right, so let's hop, skip, and boogie over to the bandstand, see if we can set up kind of a perimeter over there, and then we can see if we can find this umbrella-toting emu.
Absolutely. And as we remember, we cannot attract attention. We must act natural. We cannot talk or speak to anyone who may know anything about what we have done.
Do you think we should get some ice cream?
That's
No.
a very common collected thing to do.
Yeah.
That's
True.
like a totally normal
No one
thing to
suspects
do.
someone who has an ice cream in their hand, even if they
Yeah.
have a police riot
Especially
shield.
if they were carrying riot shields.
Yeah.
You also keep in mind,
Essentially, or
Just
yeah.
the one suspicious.
Yeah, but
Both
a pack of
normal.
them, like a gaggle of riot shields, absolutely,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
And covered in tennis balls. That's very cool.
Yeah, they're beach.
Oh,
There's a beach balls.
Okay,
Yeah.
They're just
I see that now. 'cause
I'm
it's got
just,
the, yep.
it's just like a particular passion
I love that
of
for you.
mine.
Yeah.
I've never been to the beach, but I really like beach balls.
Oh yeah. I hear
Yeah.
it's wild. Yeah. I hear
oh
it's,
shit,
there's
he's on the last page. We gotta go.
Yeah, so you guys head over. The Dr. Finnegan remains behind, says, I'll deal with him. I will distract him and tell him things that are absolutely, totally true and won't come back to haunt us later. Come back with a bird.
You
Don't
say
fuck this
things
up,
like that,
Doctor.
and I feel like maybe you're saying the opposite thing, but no. Okay. All right. This sounds good. Sounds like you got it under control.
Go.
Yep. Bye.
Also, Doctor, he hasn't filled out the proper forms for being dismembered, so just keep that in mind.
Like you do at weddings.
We can always do
You ever been to a southern wedding? They get crazy.
We can backdate it. Oh, great. Okay. So you guys come up this town square. It's this town in the main street with this big town square. There's a fountain in the middle. The park kind of faces one side of it. It's sort of a rectangular park with the gazebo here, little like reflecting pool. Some very nice flowers, some rose bushes, that sort of thing. There's like an ice cream parlor. There's a shoe salesperson. There's a cigar shop. A bunch of like little boutiques. And there's not a lot else because it's a town. There's a bakery. Very like historic district, except it's not historic. They just literally have not changed. So it kind of gives it a little bit of like an authentic lived-in feel, which is nice. Nice little town. Give me a wisdom check as you're coming. Do you guys have any plans for how you're approaching?
Do you think that we should approach as a group or like all go from a different direction?
Do we have eyes on the bird? Like
No.
Okay.
We're just assuming it's gonna be there. Go.
Aunt Betty has eyes on the bird.
Yes. Oof, man.
Yeah.
In the back of the head.
Yeah, back of the head.
Jeez, I cannot roll.
Well, I got 11, but I do think we should all
I got
kind
a
of
15.
That's a 6.
maybe like stick together.
I got a 5.
That seems fair.
It's
Before we know the
Before we know.
situation.
Yeah, we'll scout together, then we'll surround the bird.
We cannot look like we are doing one of those gauche flash mob things. We'll come into this together.
Do you think that would work, a flash mob?
Absolutely not.
Do birds not respond to those?
No.
No one responds to those.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
They just kind of exist.
What were your rolls?
7.
7,
15.
11,
5.
Okay.
I'm real focused on the ice cream.
You real focused?
We'll do that first. and
Yes.
then-
Yes.
You the ice cream parlor person is like, oh yeah, you all are out there with your riot shields. It looks like you're having a 4-person parade. You know, July is over. We're well into August right now. Are you guys doing all right?
Just because the umbrellas are missing, we thought if rain comes,
Oh yeah,
Yes.
someone.
It's a good
this is
alternative.
like a good alternative.
Yeah.
Really the next best thing.
It works really well. You can
I mean-
decorate them however you want.
Mhm.
You
Very
know
cool.
that I never thought about that. That is some quite ingenuity out of you young folks. Yeah, I mean, something came through. I mean, I thought it was a wind at first. They took all got some big umbrellas on these picnic benches, and yeah, something came through. I thought it was a freak storm, a little mini tornado, and
Crazy.
and all my umbrellas were gone. And well, I didn't think nothing of it until Frank over by us was gone. We had their umbrellas gone, and then just went around the town square, and then just all the umbrellas were gone, and I just know what to do about it.
It's so weird. Who knew?
Oh,
Who knows?
Amazing
Yeah.
how news
Crazy.
travels.
She gives you all ice creams. And as you guys are looking at the park, you definitely notice tracks of the bird waiting around in the reflecting pool. You don't see it where it is right now. They're feathers, and it's definitely has been there. But that's kind of what you can see from that first glance. It's like it is. You guys have guessed correctly, but the bird is not there at the moment.
Can I do like an investigation check to try to find if there is like a store? Is there any umbrella in the area that I could use like maybe as bait?
Oh yeah, give me an investigation check. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do I get with a cool 5?
The cool.
Cool 5. Not just a regular 5. Cool.
Cool
Yeah.
five.
It's got shapes.
Assuming the umbrella's not trying to be hidden. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So assuming there's no
Chill.
stealth umbrellas.
Yeah. It's probably good.
It's not trying to hide.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
an umbrella.
You look around, you can't see a single umbrella. There's no
With
umbrellas.
a 5?
You
With
do
a 5?
This game is
I can't see a
rigged.
single umbrella.
you do see
Shocking.
Ivory what's the last name I gave those people?
Irving?
Irving.
Or Irvin?
Irving. No, it was definitely Irving. You see Irving's Home Goods Supply and Co. very Tractor Supply vibes. So you know that there are definitely umbrellas in there if you wanted to go purchase them and or convince Carl or James to give them to you. You guys know you have a bad relationship with them. There's a lot of, you borrowed parts, you've put in very strange, weird orders, and payments been late all the time. You've tried your best. But grant money is fickle.
I've got all the proper paperwork. So, you know what? I think Carl, was it?
Yeah, Carl.
You know, I think Carl owes me one. So, you know, let's just go see if he feels the same way. Hey, Carl, you got any umbrellas back there?
You're going to try to do some paperwork for me? Because you know we don't hold with the nonsense when the good old-fashioned handshake and your word will do. And you're not...
Carl. Handshake and your word, that's so passe. Come on, I know. You're a man of the world. The world uses paperwork.
I am not a man of the world. I'm a man of this town. Thank you very much.
You're a man of Georgia. And that's what I said.
And
a man of Georgia wants to use paperwork. And look at this. Peach-colored paper.
Well, that is a mighty fine shade of paper, but I don't think... I think you are the only man in Georgia who...
Just sniff it. Just sniff it.
All right, that is some...
Scented like peach.
Is there a back door that we could be?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say, can we try
while
to
this is
sneak
happening?
into like a back storage room and try to pilfer some?
Sort of,
Just,
you know.
You guys sneak. You distracted paper. Clearly.
The form is also, it's been filled out by me, and it's a form to allow me to distract someone while sleeping.
Oh, you just do hold
Just sign
still
here.
for one gosh darn minute. I don't want to use any strange language.
Just waft it. Just waft it there.
No, sir, I am about to use some strong language here. If you
Well, I
do
would
not,
love to hear it.
if you would sit a gosh darn second. If you just sit still. So as you can hear this conversation just very loudly. Yeah, absolutely. Give me a dexterity roll.
Ooh. I'll go back and supervise the influence.
Oh, that's
There she goes.
A lovely 11.
Oh no.
You got something.
I got 18.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, absolutely. You're,
Combined, what does that net out to?
Yeah. If we combine our scores,
are you trying to sneak in together, or are you trying to just one of you make it?
I mean, I think we were probably trying to sneak
I
it
think-
together, but that might not be a good plan.
I think
Yeah.
as a group, you make it as long as you're not trying to do anything crazy.
Okay. I think I'm just tripping over every
Yeah.
single thing in sight. My
Yeah.
riot shield is too big, and I don't know how to move it.
Oh, you still have your riot shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very well organized. So you're probably gonna have to spend a couple of seconds looking. You see, like, they are the handyman, the electricians, the plumbers, the roofers, the gardeners, the lawnmowers. They are the everything for this town. So there is 6 or 7 businesses worth of tools here. There's like lawnmowers, there is roofing materials, there's barrels, there's pipes, anything you can think of in a Home Depot, plus about 50 years of accumulated, we'll need this for spare parts, methodology there. So you trip over some tires, some rakes, a lot of different things.
Right next to each other.
Dropping
Yeah.
leaves all over the place.
There's, you can hear kind of out of from the corner, the far corner of the store. Hey, is that you, Carl? Everything all right over there? You need a hand?
No.
All right. Okay. Just let me know. I'm out. Look. You know, if we could get a computer in here, I know it's a lot to ask, but yeah, okay. I can hear the silence coming from you, and I know what you're gonna say already, but I'm telling you, the World Wide Web could come for us just a little bit. It's okay. It's a
Fully 2023.
yeah. No. This is fully modern day. We're just in the middle of Georgia.
Then he's still calling it the World Wide Web is what really sounds
Yeah.
No, internet hasn't gotten here. Only the World Wide Web.
I mean, it's Georgia.
Yeah. So James is off in the corner. Looks like in like a small office. You're starting to get more into home goods. Are you looking for anything else other than just umbrellas while you're here?
I would like to look for some beach balls.
You definitely find a bunch of beach balls. For sure.
Are they inflated already, or are they?
No, they're all flat packed. Yeah.
Okay, cool, perfect. I take as many as I can.
Okay.
I'm like stuffing my coat and all of my pockets with as many as I can.
loaded down.
I'm
Great.
looking for like some garden hose or anything that could be used as like another type
Yeah.
of rope.
Give me investigation.
Sure.
Or sorry, wisdom.
Nice.
Okay, that's a 20.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you find a bunch of hose and then like 2 umbrellas, but they're small parasols with like kittens on them.
Okay.
But they are
Heck yeah.
technically umbrellas,
Cool.
just small.
Are there any mice in this back room?
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you don't see any. Like, there's like definitely the signs though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Dr. Lafayette is very on edge, but she's like stepping carefully around everything.
Dr. Lafayette, you see him? What's up?
This is disgusting. There are mouse droppings and everything in here. This is the most disgusting storage space I have ever seen. Here, take these before a mouse crawls over me or something. I need to get out of here.
Oh, okay, yeah. And so Frenchie's just holding all of the supplies. Everything.
Covered in beach balls.
Yeah. She's got the hose like wrapped around her. She's got parasols in her hands.
Give me a dexterity check.
Hinckley's gonna start taking the flat pack beach balls and blowing them up and then trying to nestle them back on top of
Stick them in.
She's like, no, you're doing good. You're doing good.
What's
I
I
rolled
doing?
I get some glue.
15 plus 3, so 18.
Great, yeah. As an intern, you're really used to juggling a whole lot of balls metaphorically, so this is super easy.
Translates really well to the literal juggling as well.
Yeah. Totally the same skill. Basically the same thing. So you get a bunch of hoses and beach balls. There's you hear like some faint squeaking. You think that there's some mice that have traveled inside this hose and have been living in it, like one big chain of mice.
So horrifying.
I had snakes growing up, so like
So this is just snakes.
yeah. So you feed them to
A hose full of mice is just a snake.
If
just like a snake.
If you hold the end of the hose, can you like have like
Shoot
a little
them out?
mouse gun? If you like,
We pressurize it.
You know?
yeah,
Yeah, can you pressurize the gun?
absolutely.
We can hook it up to a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
And the water will shoot
the water will shoot out
Yeah,
mice,
the mice.
and also water. So that's a thing, right? We could do that.
So smart,
I think you're mostly just describing a hose at this point. We've gone all the way back around to hose.
Oh, we've managed to reinvent the hose.
If you want
yeah.
to just shoot mice in it, there's an air compressor that you could hook up to the hose.
Oh, hell
Sort of
yeah.
like a little air cannon.
Yeah,
Great.
100%.
Can we
I'm gonna do
grab that? But I'm grabbing it because I think it'll make it faster to blow up all the beach balls, not because I think it'll work with the hose.
Yeah, absolutely. You get some air compressor, mice, and a hose.
Yep.
You can grab like a
Hose.
pair of like a garden shears or like some other sharp
Great.
implement.
Great.
Just so we know how much ammunition is in that weapon.
Honestly,
many mice
until
we
it stops
talking?
being funny.
Great, infinity.
Infinity mice.
As long as it can keep being funny, I'll let you keep shooting mice in it. Honestly, it's gonna be a lot of mice.
It's gonna be a lot of mice.
This is gonna be a good day.
Also, what does this thing eat?
Mice,
Great.
yeah.
That's 2 for 2.
Like mice and pellets, but it-
Lovely.
We're all out of pellets.
no, the more human body parts you've been grafting to this thing, the less pellets it's been willing to eat, and the more like
Live.
protein
Yeah.
flesh it's been
More
desiring.
carnivorous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
just
good.
100% how
Classic.
that works. Yeah, there was this whole thing about the microgut biome and like trying to balance it out. Very rough couple of months for cage cleanings. Great. So you guys are loaded down with stuff. If you're gonna take any more, you definitely have to all pass another stealth check.
Well, Carl, you've just been so helpful looking at this form that I've not allowed you to actually take from me.
Yeah, that
But
is kind of funny how that.
It's interesting,
Yeah,
but this was
goes.
all just a test because we got a great your cousin, Inspector Davis.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Oh,
that-
Davy, little Davy.
Oh yeah, little Davey. I'm messing with him over my other job. You know, giving him some of the manila forms to fill out. You know what I mean?
I
Anyway,
surely do not.
Well, Inspector Davis is falling forward, hook, line, and sinker. But anyway, said you might be good to fix a large hole that's in our office. So I thought you might be able to toss you some work. You know.
Well, if you're willing to pay up front, I'd be willing to go fix this hole in your wall.
You see, I just look at the hand and be like,
Come on, you've been in this town for several years. Be a man of the town.
it feels wrong. It feels.
Come on.
You sure don't want to fill out a form?
I surely do not.
Contract?
I don't know what that is.
An IOU? You don't know what a contract is?
Chester, I think you gotta go.
I know the covenant word of a man and a man. The covenant between neighbors.
Covenant's written in ink.
It's in blood. The blood that flows in our veins.
This is getting dark.
My first handshake ever was really unsatisfying. All right.
Particularly wet and limp.
Wet noodle.
Not even all the fingers. Pinky's just hanging out there in the cold. Poor Pinky. It never got an expensive first handshake before.
It's gonna be one behind for the rest of its life.
Yeah, exactly. You're never gonna get a handshake with just the pinky. All the other fingers gonna be making fun of him.
Not gonna graduate with the rest of its fingers
Carl
or
said
anything.
Yeah, it's a year behind.
I was working with what you were giving me. That's all I'm gonna say.
You rushed me. You rushed me, Carl. You know it. I wasn't ready.
Life isn't ready for you. You gotta grab it like a firm handshake. Not ready. You're not ready for a handshake. You're not ready for life.
I'm ready for a handshake.
You're not ready for life.
That may be true, but you can't make me be ready for life.
I'm kind of shipping these two.
I'm into
this.
You think they'll make out?
By the poplar tree.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, now that I know that's the spot, we're so close.
Are you okay? Neighbor to neighbor, working man to working man. You seem unsettled.
It's just that there's so many forms. Is life just one long string of forms?
No. This is life.
That's what I feared. I hoped it would be a long string of forms. I'm so comfortable with that.
You gotta step outside. You gotta feel the wind on your face.
I don't want to step outside the forms.
You gotta.
Everything's structured in a form.
Life is in structure. You gotta go out fishing. You gotta go out, reach out, and not sure what you're gonna catch. Get a beer in a boat. And just ignore that that's a safety hazard.
I got a form for that.
The safety hazard of drinking and boating?
Yeah.
Because that's just life.
That's just life?
That's just life. It's just life.
Looks at the taupe form.
I'm imagining
That's
the
life.
three of us just pressed against
Yeah,
the window.
we've exited the
Just
store,
like-
but we are just.
It's like riot shields on the ground.
You just see in the background the bird is going back and forth. It's just doing grabbing more umbrellas.
Just like, oh my god, I think they're gonna care.
This is just
It's
life.
you just gotta
You tell me life's just a series of unwritten forms?
just unconnected moments, and it's what you do with it and how you feel about it that gives us any narrative structure or meaning.
My God.
Yes. Reach for that. Reach for it. Almost. No. Almost. Yes. Yes.
Can I just maybe you and I could write a form together?
Just
Just you and me, and just making up a form of what it is. We can pick all the different. I got all the different colors back at the shop.
could be different colors, and then could just say we agree to have practice handshaking and going fishing.
Yeah,
And I'll say-
having fun.
And I'll say I'll do it, and then you'll sign it, so you'll do it too.
Yeah, and then
Together
we'll date it. We'll get it notarized. Can we get it notarized?
Did I hear him say they're gonna date?
I think they're dating now.
I think they're dating.
Why are we yelling? We're right next to each other.
Does notarized mean you get a bunch of buddies together and they agree or they're gonna do it too?
Yeah, and then they stamp it before the eyes of the law.
So we could get my cousin Davy in, and he could say
Well, not Davey.
he could agree that we're gonna go fishing, and he could
Well-
sign your form, and then together we'd go fishing.
All right. Well, within my form, I want Inspector Dibbs not to be involved. I'm not a big fan of Inspector Dibbs personally. I know it's
We could give him his own form and tell him to go do it himself.
Yeah, you can play with his own form, but our form is
All
a
right.
separate thing.
If I'm following you, sir, we going fishing together, and you can bring your form.
Technically we're
No.
we're enacting a form and the result of that is going fishing.
You're losing it.
No,
Listen,
no,
life is going fishing.
I gotta take this one step at a time. God damn it, Carl.
I think Carl's pushing the relationship too fast.
Is this how Americans do courtship?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen
It's
this a lot.
structured.
Is this
Give me an investigation. Give me a wisdom check.
Yeah, every time we make out, there's a form involved.
15.
I think.
Yeah, you see the bird is actually just, as you walking behind you, you see fully notoriously, umbrella in its mouth, just
I look back up. Jesus. You know what, Carl? We're going to pick this up later. We're going to put a pin in it, as they might say. I'm going to give you this blank piece of paper. We're going to make a form out of this together. You and I are going to meet up for some beers and some fishing, and we're gonna hash this out as this relationship together. But for now, I need you to look straight forward this way, and I'm going to go behind you.
I will circle back to you later.
Yeah, circle back, put a pin in it, and we'll try to synergize. All right, see you later, Carl.
Fishing!
Yeah, the execution of contract. Copy that.
Door dings on its way out. It's this great moment of you walk out the door, looking at this bird. The three of you notice where he's looking, turn around, and the bird does a full and then runs off into the poplar grove.
Stupid bird.
We found it!
All right, we gotta go find this thing's nest. Let's go.
Chester, I had a lot of questions about flirting, if that's what that was.
Oh, I can answer any question you got about flirting. Here, just look at the pink form.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll pick this back up in a little bit after we find the bird.
Pink form is all written in script font. A little sexy like.
Smells like roses.
Sexy
It's by
font.
far the best I thought.
Completely illegible.
Already sweating.
Okay, yeah, so you see the bird has gone off. It's a fairly dense poplar grove, so from where you're standing, you can't see it, but the bird is assuredly there.
Should we just run after it?
If you try to sneak up on it, it may try and claw your face.
Oh. Well, we have the shields.
Can I shoot some mice?
Yeah, you got the air compressor.
You try to lure it out, I suppose.
Yeah, you gotta shoot, just like, gauge the reaction of if
You
mice
just-
in the area helps or
Just
not.
throw a mouse out there.
Yeah, just gotta throw them out there in a mix.
Sure.
It's like dropping treats,
Yeah,
make a mouse trail.
See if he's interested.
Yeah,
yeah.
You
See if he's
basically
feeling
a little
hungry.
Mouse pile, if that seems to be something that
Okay.
he might like.
Do we think the mice are dead or alive?
Ooh, interesting
The
question.
mouse,
they've been-
mice in the tube are alive.
Okay.
That's the best kind of mouse I found.
I kind of prefer them dead, but yeah, that's fair.
You know what? And that's valid and fair.
Yeah, so you've got a long extension cord on this air compressor, so you can fire her up and hose out some mice.
Yeah, yep.
You're just shooting them into the woods?
Yep, just actually, is there anybody making out?
Give me a luck check. Just flat 50%. If it's lower, 10 or lower.
How about a 6?
Yeah, there's definitely people making out. Great.
You just see a whole separate scene of like, Georgia, I love you so much.
Oh, Harold.
I know this may be a bit forward, but your lips just look so wonderful today, and I just love to.
Oh, Harold, stop. Don't
Just
stop.
immediate mouse. Bird flying through the tube. Yeah, you hear as you watch the bird go to the poplar, you hear some hue and screams from the gazebo.
Superb.
Bird's going through.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot some mice in that general direction.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Like the mechanics of it are sound insane, but sound. So yeah,
That's
you
what I like to hear.
Yeah, you hook this hair compressor up to the hose. It takes a second to pressurize. You're
Of the mice,
The host gets
obviously.
like stiff.
yeah.
The mice are getting into position. They've been here before.
Yeah,
They
the
know.
hierarchy. Yeah,
You get at the front, you just hear. Thump, 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 thump.
start speeding up. Yeah. Yes.
I think the bird got one. The sound of like something slurping a mouse tail up. And definitely there's interest there. You see there's one mouse that's kind of on the edge of the grove, scurrying around. And then one long skeletal arm, and one little bird arm with thumbs and fingers on the ends reaches out and goes,
I forgot how many thumbs there were. It's just a concerning amount of thumbs.
I have no idea why she kept choosing thumbs. She thought more thumbs would make it have more use. But I think she fails to grasp the basic human anatomy of needing multiple fingers.
She got drunk one time and told me in her childhood she had a traumatic thumbs up incident that's really kind of stuck with her.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Have we?
No, just be in the dock. She said, just cool. Yeah, no, it's stupid. So stupid.
It did seem like a unique story to me, but I mean,
Yeah, so
Nothing new
this
under the
this
sun.
bird has fully opposable thumbs. It can reach
So
and
many of
grasp
them.
and carry like a human, if it so chooses. Sort of on the ends of its wings or like little.
Where
Yeah.
on the wing is the opposable?
Are there just like thumbs
Are there
all the
just,
way
like-
jutting down
it
the
is
arm?
the
Or...
wing. It's just
I'm
all-
sorry.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Just
Yeah.
little guys.
Yeah, like
Couldn't
that
fly
one.
anyway.
I think because like a wing does have the hand digits in
Right.
it already, so it's kind of the same thing. Just like
Just all thumbs.
just
Big thumb
Yeah, it's got
hands.
thumbs on, so it's like more of like a pincher grasping claw on the ends. Where it
Mm.
folds its wings and kind of.
But the wings are
Grab
still
things.
big. It's not like a T-Rex situation where he has
No,
to,
it's definitely withered though. They're like fucked up because it
Sad
hasn't
looking?
been able to, sort of move them around, and it's also had multiple surgeries on them.
Mhm.
It's like really a horrifying abomination.
Yeah,
on
it
your
really
hand.
is. I'm starting to feel bad about this.
Do you see the nest?
You don't see the nest from where you are, but you do hear the shrieks of two teenagers as Georgia and Samuel come running out, saying, "I do declare, I have never seen such a frightful creature my whole life. Have you? I'm sorry. What? Are you responsible for this thing? Because you seem oddly prepared for something."
Definitely not.
It's just an
no,
umbrella
no.
This
and
is
an ice cream cone.
This is a LARP
Well,
session.
I understand with the ice cream cone and the umbrella, of course. I'm asking about the other three of you.
Oh, damn it, I finished my ice cream. Should have held on to it as part of the
Just
disguise.
hold on to your ice
We
cream.
should have gotten cigars. A cigar shop.
Oh.
They
real.
last longer. Yeah.
That's very.
Yeah.
That's very.
So,
next time.
You birds, the thing that just walked
Oh yeah,
past.
did
the
you
umbrella.
happen to see anything interesting? Maybe like happen to spot a weakness while I was walking past, or maybe see a large number
You
of
haven't
umbrellas.
spot any weaknesses?
I mean, there were a large number of umbrellas. There was sort of a
Whereabouts did you see those large number of umbrellas?
just so in the grove. Sort of, there's the. You've been to this town before, right?
we're
of
locals.
course, yeah.
So there's
Don't
the-
read into that tone or statement.
Yeah.
just kind
Yes.
of accept
Yeah.
the general idea of what you were
Yeah.
saying, and
But
just
ignore all of your inner feelings.
Yeah.
about it.
So that there's the gazebo bandstand thing. Then there's
Where the people make out.
Yes, famously.
Like locals.
Famously locals
no,
making out in
of
the
course
gazebo.
not. There was no making out that occurred.
Who's that taller person behind you?
No one. I'm sorry. Do you want me to inquire into your business as well?
you know what? That's pretty fair. We all being a little bit nosy, but
So-
maybe yeah.
I do have one question though. Why aren't you in school? You're spending your day in the gazebo trying to hide your business. Why are you not in school?
I'm sorry. Again, with the business of asking why you guys are out here in the middle of the day with police equipment.
That is
and
none of your business.
I recognize a fair amount of stuff from, my third cousin, James's store. There's something like that has removed the tags on that. I'm sorry. We could just agree to never have seen each other, and you keep asking me questions. So sort of the quid pro quo that I've established with this gentleman seems to be breaking a bit. So I understand.
I think she's got a point here because I think let's just be square with each other. You were doing some things with that nice young fella back there that maybe you don't want people to know about. We're doing some things with all this equipment and riot shields and ice cream that we don't want people to know about. So maybe you and I just come to kind of an agreement here, where I don't see you, you don't see me, but you kind of tell us what you saw back there in regards vis-a-vis to the umbrellas.
Give him the form.
Oh yeah, I've got a form for you to fill out that makes this all binding.
See, the fact that you had to spell that out instead of the sort of understood language really means you aren't from around here. Because we'd already set up that assumption, you and me. And the fact that you keep going on about it really starts to make me wonder if you would hold to the validity of a verbal contract between the,
Well, now, you
not
stay your tongue right there.
Oh, just not like
Am an intake specialist. All right, I take forms of contracts very seriously. So now you may say many things about my character, but goddamn if I let you say anything about my ability to maintain form.
I'm not speaking of a form. I'm speaking of the understanding of a verbal contract.
And that's just a form, in other words.
It is a form between two people. An understanding. An understanding is not written down. That is the definition of an understanding.
Well, on that matter, you and I disagree.
No, it is. That's what I'm saying. You're not from around here. I mean, if you're not from around here, I don't know if we can have an understanding.
Should we tell Carl?
I'm like furiously trying to keep mice from coming out of the house.
You see Samuel's like trying to tug her back. It's like, Georgia, we really could just go.
Samuel,
we don't
stay
have
out
to
of
keep.
this.
Yeah, Samuel, stay out of this.
Listen,
Yes,
I'd
like to leave
no
this
shade
place.
to you. I think you can do better than him. I'm just saying.
So
He's-
you
he's
have
cute,
both
but-
insulted my bow, you've insulted my ability to maintain an understanding between two people, and have displayed that you are not a gentleman of repute in this area. Is that my understanding of this situation?
It says a teenager skipping school and making out with somebody, and you are not someone of
You know what?
disrepute.
You shoot some mice at it. Shoot some mice at it. We could have avoided this.
Just like let the mice go. Sorry, I can't. It's because once you get them started, it's like siphoning gasoline, and it just keeps going, and I don't really have any control over it.
Going to get you thrown out of this town.
They're perfectly clean mice, I think, though. Maybe.
Runs off. You got no information about the umbrella
Does
nest.
Samuel go as well?
He sort of like falls like, oh, sorry, dudes. You really gotta not you just gotta not talk around her. Like, you just gotta say yes, babe, and yeah, and it really goes well with her. She's great though. She's great.
It's great though.
Samuel, I gotta say, you could do better than her as well. But that statement hasn't gotten me very
Hold
far.
on, wait. Wait. So she can do better than him, but then also he can do better than her.
Yeah, they're both underperforming in there.
No, I really just think we're young and that we really balance each other out, and we're gonna grow together as a couple.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
as
not
we
gonna happen.
That's
sorta.
definitely how that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really have any
Where's
other
our time?
options than to make it work right now, because neither of us wants to leave town, and all the other options are way worse. So,
Hinkley is right here.
yes, as I was saying,
Hinkley, hit him with the mice!
and he goes off too. He's like, all right, I was just trying to be helpful, but I'm gonna go. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna stick
Long-standing
around.
intern. You were a good catch, so they say.
So
Yeah,
I-
Hinkley, it seems like you're really popular. I don't know what Samuel was talking about.
Samuel's also like 17.
I think later we may need to kind of reassess our ability to talk to people in general. So far it hasn't been working very
You
well.
gotta stop giving people forms, man. We don't like forms. The only thing that I know about the people that live here now is that they
The
don't
thing
like
is,
forms.
the
Except for
forms.
that one time you almost kissed Carl Jr., I think.
Yeah, the time I almost kissed Carl Jr. again. Yeah. Okay, so
Again?
but-
Wait,
what?
what happened the first time?
No.
Hold on, no, we're thinking it was this.
No, because with the forms, I just putting everything out there. Everyone is fully understand what is happening on both sides. There's no
love that about you.
There's no
Yeah.
room for subtlety, though.
exactly.
Oh, is that important?
It's
We
very
are trying to
southern.
Making
sneak
out.
around and trying to catch a bird without being caught. You cannot just lay everything out there.
Unless we lay out a trap for the bird.
It seems all this witty repartee has slowly become a plan.
Normally, I think your ideas are stupid, but I think this one. Okay, what do you propose?
Oh, that was the proposal.
That was the end
we
of it.
do the trap. Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
down.
Yeah.
Oh.
The mice that you have sprayed at everyone.
Yeah, they're going into the sky. They're just
Yeah.
just
Like, they
pointing it up.
They've started running into the trees, and every so often you hear the squeal of another one get at. It seems like
So it's like a
is-
sort of a locator device where now we
Yeah.
know where it is.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll just follow the sounds of the
hear
weird
the-
slurping.
So and then we got these two parasols. We could use them as the trap of put them out as bait. And now that we know the general location with the mice, and then we don't know if the tasers will make it weaker or stronger, but I think it's worth trying.
I'll be honest, I hadn't considered the option that it could make it stronger.
Anything is possible with this stuff.
As a real bummer that you put that out into the world.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like it's, science is crazy. You never know what'll happen.
That's true. Yeah, famously.
Yeah.
famously electricity and large birds. I think that's
Famously, electricity and weird mishmash monsters have had no relation whatsoever.
always it's all been good news. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
It's just
absolutely.
sometimes I take a look at our electricity bill and it's like really high, and I'm like, "Where's all that electricity
Are you paying
going?"
the electricity? Is he making you pay the electricity bill?
Oh, are you not? I thought we were taking turns.
Yeah.
Oh,
We are.
okay.
Fully.
It's a bi-weekly thing.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure. Yeah. And,
Okay.
And we're doing great at it.
We are. Yeah.
You're
So
sort
about
of,
the plan.
Yeah, you're sort of attract a small crowd of like the shopkeepers who are just sort of
lovely.
like watching from a distance, doing this sort of like, I wonder what their folks. I mean, don't look. Just I'm just yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah. So a bunch of people watching out of the side of their eye.
Is it the mice or the riot shields or?
Yes. Which one?
Yeah.
Which one
Is
mostly?
it because we don't have ice cream? If we went back and got ice cream, would that
Should
that
we
help?
have more
No,
ice
it's definitely too late for that.
I still have my cone, but it's just kind of
Yeah,
liquid.
Oh,
no,
all
it's,
melted.
It's
Yeah.
too late. It's probably the mice. It's probably the mice cannon, like the riot
We'll
shield.
just
Could be.
kind of cap it.
Look, I mean, who in this town doesn't have some leftover military surplus equipment?
Mhm.
So
Right.
Mhm.
Sure.
you know,
Anyway, that makes us fit in more.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
And
it's-
who hasn't made modifications involving live mice?
Yeah, it's just a really
most
cruel potato cannon.
people.
That's like it's a hop, skip, and a
Most
jump.
people haven't done that yet. You
I'm-
really are
What
kind
can I
of
say?
getting out
I'm
there.
an innovator.
We're starting to attract a crowd. I'm thinking maybe we distract them. Doc seemed pretty like
Yeah,
we
just
should
Yeah.
shoot
secret.
myself.
So the layout of this town square is like the town square is here, the park's here, and sort of the park extends here. So then you guys are right here in the center of the town square facing the park. So you get the locator mouse pings from the bird as it's wandering around
Okay.
here
Okay.
next to the pond, the bandstand here. So you think its nest is probably somewhere out here, somewhere around here. If you wanted to, you can capture it, drag it through here. Obviously, it's always an option. You could also probably slip out the back with it if you manage to keep it from escaping into the town square.
Did anybody bring one of the nets, or did we all go like the taser riot shield route? Or
I grabbed a net.
Yeah.
great, I love that. I love that about you.
You know what we could use with that? We could do with that net is we could set up an impromptu volleyball game with the beach balls.
Ostriches love volleyball.
I think that's the best use of the
Famously.
net. No?
Absolutely not.
Well, if we start an impromptu volleyball game with the people that are currently watching us, maybe they will have something to do.
That
While
might
we're-
be wiser.
You see what I'm saying?
I thought maybe with all those thumbs, you could really get a good surf going, you know?
Oh, you want the ostrich to be
It's what I thought, but like
Serving
it's why you're number one, Hinkley. It's just maybe we do this for the townsfolk instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The mice are starting to run out, so you're not hearing as many pings.
Okay, I'm gonna cap it so that I have like a little backlog of mice, just in case,
Mm.
you know.
There's something about this is so funny.
Just
You
know,
just
Just like you like put a thumb on a hose.
Yeah, exactly. And mice start coming out really fast. You're like, oh no. Okay. All right. All right. So here's the plan.
Mhm.
We have how many nets? We have one net.
I got one.
You got one net. Okay. So we can either go the impromptu volleyball game route, or we can use it maybe in the more traditional fashion
Just classic net.
of kind of classic using it as it's intended, as God intended as a net for catching ostrich monstrosities.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
You're a researcher. Help me.
What do you think, Dr. Lafayette?
It will be hard to get this thing. Really, when it has been aggravated before, sometimes the only thing is to help it is to just cover it up, make it think it is nighttime, time to go to sleep. So if we can find something to maybe blind it, make it think that it is nighttime, it will calm down and we can maneuver it a little easier.
It's just like doves for magicians.
Yes, it is
Cover
still
them up, they think they're asleep.
it is still a bird at the end of the day, a horrible monstrosity that is becoming more sentient by the day, but a bird nonetheless.
It's becoming more sentient by the day.
It is trying to form words now.
I didn't know. All right. Well, we
man.
gotta get going, guys.
We gotta get this
we
stupid
gotta
bird.
get a move on here.
Do we have like a bucket we can throw on its head?
I think we got the umbrellas. Just
Yeah. Close it up.
Really just close it right over it.
Yeah,
Like,
you
actually-
just zip it up. And then it's kind of like a popsicle. It's already like in the umbrella. If you get a big enough umbrella, then we just carry the umbrella.
It has one of those little things around it, and yeah, you can just Yeah.
Cinch it up.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Like, that's not a bad way of storing. Like, if you got it anyway, God, I was just like, that's not crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy.
Let's
No,
be
it's not
honest.
crazy.
It's a little crazy.
It's a little crazy.
So who's gonna be on parasol duty?
I think these parasols are probably too small to be able to encapsulate the entirety of that creature, but we can use it as bait and then grab one of the big parasols, or rather the like the the beach umbrella type things, and then that one.
Do we have a beach umbrella?
No, but remember a bunch of them got stolen from the ice cream shop, so that means we just got to find the nest. We trick it over with the little parasols, the little like snack treat. And then, or maybe it's just gathering them. I don't know. I don't think it's actually eating them.
Yeah, that would be.
We
that
haven't
would be
quite
rough.
figured out what it's doing with
That would
them
be rough.
yet.
Yeah.
Whether
But
it's
it's just-
snacks or
It's mice and umbrellas that
Yeah,
it
yes.
focuses on. All right.
But no matter what, we know that that's the umbrella, so we can do little cute ones to finish decorating its nest, and then we steal one of the big structural ones and cover it up.
And covered up. Okay. Yeah. All right.
It's not a crazy plan.
It's not crazy.
Not crazy plan.
all right.
I think I could be a grad student pretty soon.
Soon to God.
That's the dream.
Great. Okay, so you
We go into the woods.
plan me. You guys, you just like
We're following the sounds of the mice getting slurped up.
Are we just doing the volleyball game?
feel like no.
No, we said no. We're not
Seems like
doing
we had to drop that. Yeah.
I feel like yeah.
yeah.
In the interest of there still being mice left in the forest, you probably want to expediently head.
In the interest of narrative expediency, we're going to veto the volleyball.
Right, she definitely
The
throws
mice are gonna
one
run out.
over at a group where she's like,
don't-
maybe they'll just start it on their own.
the net or a volleyball?
A volleyball, a beach
Oh, okay.
ball. She throws one of the blown up beach balls just in the direction of
It
people.
rolls slowly to a stop. Everyone just like
They're distracted. Go.
Some say it's still.
It's like a tumbleweed.
and the mice are about to run out.
Yeah.
We run to the forest and try to find this.
Yeah,
try to
okay,
find
we gotta
the
find
picking
this-
of the mice.
Find this guy.
Yeah, it's really not subtle. So you enter this grove. The town square behind you sort of retreats a little bit into the distance as the sounds of the outside are deadened by the vast trunks of the poplars. And yeah, they're vast trunked poplar. I know what a poplar looks like.
Oh, there's a little plaque right there.
Nobody
Tells you-
fact checked this.
They're actually
Nobody Google anything.
big grove of poplars, tall trees, with some smaller trees growing for like good ground cover.
Like forests do.
Yeah, like forest in the middle of town
Classic
squares.
forest.
It's old growth.
There's so there's a big like the little reflecting pool on the inside of the forest side of the reflecting pool. There is an enormous like cocoon nest of umbrellas sort of layered onto the ends. And it's clearly ostrich can't actually open them really well, so it's sort of just been attacking them, and then they eventually like pop open. It's
It
sort
has
of
so
like
many thumbs, but it can't open one single umbrella.
it's not
You really
super
did a number on
coordinated.
this guy.
Dr. Finnegan really didn't think this one through.
Yeah, so you see this big nest, and you also see kind of off to the side a couple of umbrellas that have like stabbed into the ground and stacked on top of each other, like a very wonky attempt at like self-sculpture, maybe. And you're not sure what it doesn't look like. It looks just like he's been making a sculpture. You think give me an intelligence roll, anyone who wants to.
I got 13.
13.
I got a 16.
16.
20.
Yeah.
Great.
13.
Wow.
This is really gonna make or break our plan. This is a good time to get a 20, I think.
Oh God, it's really kind of tragic and a little disturbing. This is not a sex thing. Mostly
Thank you for
in
clarifying.
the sense of this bird is gaining consciousness. And part of being conscious is like wondering what you are and like what that means in relation.
Avant-garde art.
It's really trying to
This is,
figure
I
itself
think, therefore I am.
Yep.
in bird form. It's like half trying to figure out what it is and half just it's been living in the laboratory. For all it knows, the world is made for making the way you make birds is you build a place for a bird and then you build a bird and it wants another bird. So it's just trying to do that. It doesn't understand how birds work. But it's trying to make another bird really, really badly.
I think he just wants a friend.
I think we might be the best. I think we just someone needs to sit down this bird and have a frank conversation about sexual intercourse.
I'm
do my duty.
volunteering for this role.
Could I maybe be there for that? Just like for some clarification reasons and like research and stuff?
I don't know if bird sex is where you want to take most of your notes.
You'd be surprised at the crossover.
You really would. You really would be surprised at the crossover.
No.
Cool, yeah, fine. Maybe we could just have like a separate chat later?
Yes, we will talk later.
Okay,
There's
cool.
much I need to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is such a good internship.
Yeah, I think Dr. Lafayette is going to take upon herself to have a frank conversation with the bird.
Yeah, it's right on the edges. Like, it's very, you haven't really proven yourself to be a threat, so it's sort of ignoring you and going mouse hunting.
Bring in an umbrella.
Yeah,
Or
you can try.
parasol?
You can try. So you guys are gonna approach via umbrella and sex ed talk?
Yeah.
Just the double approach.
I think we'll lead with the treat, and then we'll go into the possibly awkward conversation.
Yeah, so it's not really gotten the whole mouth to hand thing, so it's got mice in two hands, and it is also going at it with its head.
I just pop up with a parasol. Oh.
How many times do you maybe do this?
Until it stops being
Infinity.
I just kind of like move over and I just plant it in the ground and kind of scoot back and let it, if it wants to like look at it.
It does. It just kind of like does the chicken bird thing of looking around a thing, examining it.
while it's like focused on the umbrella, I think Dr. Lafayette's gonna just kind of scoot down and like kneel next to it and just like a very soft voice. Hello, stupid bird. Hello. You have had a very big day, have you not?
Such a beautiful, haunting melody of a voice.
This is like music.
You guys met an ostrich?
Horrible creatures. Stupid bird, you can understand me, yes? You are beginning to?
You get the sense you're being side-eyed, like, are you trustworthy? Give me a charisma roll.
That's not one.
Can I
Can
give
help?
an additional parasol as an offering to give advantage?
Yeah, I think you can do that. You can see it's you think it might understand what you're saying, but you've also spent 4 months you spent months
Berating this bird?
yeah, like berating it and then also performing highly illegal animal experiments on it. So you plant the set 2 umbrellas in the middle of the muddy area next to the pond, I'm supposing.
Yeah.
It's a clearing in the forest.
Parasol, I'm just giving a little peace offering
Is there
and just trying to be as hospitable as possible. You know, I'm coming into your space, and we clearly have. You might have some bad memories of the doctor over here, but it's a little bit sweet tea for. Why don't you wet your whistle?
I'll lob some mice. Just a
A
couple offering mice. Yeah.
They run. The bird kind of like tries to go for everything at once. Knocks over the tea, grabs the bird.
Oh, no, that's totally fine. I got a second flask here. Go. Now, listen. We were sent out here to bring you back to the lab, but it seems like you're having a mighty fine time out here, building your nest and stuff, and maybe trying to find a bird friend. Do I get a sense that it's being like coy or shy, or is
It's
it
like,
excited?
what? No, definitely not.
Yeah, I think that's the vibe. Yeah.
Now, there's nothing to be shy about. Wanting a friend and wanting a partner for life is a lovely thing. Now, the doc here's got to tell you a bit of a hard truth, but it's something that once you learn it, you'll be able to understand it. We'll be able to work together to find a solution. Okay? So you're gonna get a little bit of vegetables first, and then you're gonna get your dessert. Do you understand?
does not know what vegetables are.
It holds up, just pick up some grass. You're gonna get some of this. Bleh. And then take a mouse. Then you get this.
Like
Yo.
Do you actually try to eat the mouse?
I just kind of like mime it like an animal.
He has little paws on your mouth.
Just, so, Doc, why don't you tell stupid bird? Am I pronouncing that right? Stupid bird. Why don't you tell stupid bird about the realities of their loneliness in the universe?
Thank you, Chester. I appreciate it. I must tell you, this may not be pleasant for you, but as Chester said, it will get better. We have failed you. We and the doctor, we have made one of you in the world. You are the only one of your kind. You are the only one that there will probably ever be like you. And I am so sorry. I am so sorry that you will have to be alone for the rest of your life. However,
now wait.
I don't think this is working, guys.
Give it a mouse. Give it a mouse.
Look, I'm holding up the grass, being like, "That's the grass." Now, mouse is coming. Mouse, listen.
Here's a mouse for you. There will never be another one of you. There can never be any more of you. I see you are trying to make something that resembles you, perhaps. We can do something like this. You may not recognize what we make, or it may not be what you want, but you will not be alone in the way that you are feeling. Does it make any sense to you? Do you understand me, Stupid?
It like sort of gestures to you and then gestures to the facsimile umbrella bird it's created.
We will make you. We will make you something, so you will not be alone. It will not be you per se. It will not be another one of you. You may call it friends. You may call it whatever you like. It will not be you, but it will be like you, like our friends, and we will be there too. We will also be friends.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid bird.
Mice galore.
Stupid bird.
Stupid.
Stupid bird.
Perfect. That's pretty good.
Important to get people's names right.
Yes.
It's the confidence. You gotta say with confidence.
That's it.
But
Confidence.
in order for us to make you a friend, be your friends, we all have to be together. We need to be together back home, back in the lab, where it's safe and you have all the mice that you want. We don't have many more mice here, but we have so many mice at the lab, and they will be safe and they will be friends.
And technically, just from a scientific perspective, you haven't filled out all the proper forms to be out here. There's some exit forms that you need to
Do
fill
you
out.
gesture the exit forms at the bird?
Yeah, I just kind of like show the exit forms. These are they're very simple.
Give
but,
me a dexterity check.
It
It grabs them and just fully eats them just in front of you, just like down the gullet.
All right, now listen. That may be the first step to filling out that particular type of form.
It's all thumbs,
It's,
isn't
and
it?
it's all thumbs and it's wet and it's
Wet,
muddy.
sticky. Face your fears.
Listen, stupid bird, stupid bird. I understand that you're trying to make a bit of friend out of me, but this is a particular hurdle that's been difficult for me. So I'm just letting you know that what may seem simple to you is actually very difficult. I haven't even done this with the
It doesn't know how to shake hands either.
They might kiss.
They're gonna kiss.
Am I doing it right?
Feels illegal.
Make sure to get the pinky in
No,
there.
the other way.
Yeah.
The way you have it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whole hand.
no,
Get the
this feels like a high
pinky in
five.
there.
hand.
This is- what do I do now?
Grab the thumbs. Grab the thumbs. Yes.
Now kiss it.
firmly. Do not listen to the interns. They know nothing.
Kiss it.
And
You're
what
in the
do I do?
shaker. Kiss
Up.
him.
Shake down.
Down,
Shake up.
up.
Shake down.
How many times are you gonna make me do
And
this?
release. You have made an agreement.
When do pens come into it?
We do not do pens until we are back at the lab.
Paper?
This will hold. This is the contract. You have just agreed that you will come back to the lab with us, and you will be very quiet and not make a racket, and we will bring some of these with us, so you can make whatever you please, and we will make your friends back at the lab. We are agreed.
Should we seal it with a kiss?
Could we seal it with
Yes,
a with
yes,
a and
Back at the lab.
okay.
Art is not how bird sex works.
Something feels really incomplete.
Great. So the bird follows you guys back to the lab. What do you guys do about Dr. Finnegan? Because you all know the first thing that Dr. Finnegan is going to say is put the bird back in the cage and add more thumbs.
We have to kill Dr. Finnegan.
We might.
I don't think we have to be so crass about it. I think this is exactly why I like forms.
We could put him in the cage.
Well, here's something I've been keeping for just such an occasion. It's a form. I pull out a jet black form with black ink on it, but you have to angle it to go read
It's
it.
particularly shiny ink.
Yeah, technically I'm not allowed to have this.
Do you have the proper forms to have that form?
I don't.
Chester.
All we gotta do is trick
In
them
love
into
with Chester now.
If we just
There's so much game.
trick them into signing this, then that's all we need. This guarantees that we get all of their stuff, and they have to leave town for classic Vanta Black form.
Dr. Lafayette, do you think we can do it?
Sounds right.
Academic red tape is the name of this business. Do what you must do.
And I wanna put the form
Yeah.
underneath other forms, like with a cutout.
Carbon paper.
But-
Yeah.
It's like carbon, but the problem is the form is so black that I've got to do like multiple. So like the cutout that she would have to sign is like number of papers down. So
Yeah.
it's just like
It's like a
regular
hollowed out
form that
book,
you have to do. So I'm get back.
Yeah.
Doctor, I just had to stop back real quick.
Yeah, I managed to send off the policeman, but
Oh,
should be good for
wonderful,
now,
wonderful,
yeah.
wonderful. Oh, I think I might be able to have someone that can fix this.
oh,
this hole.
excellent. Yeah, I mean,
Carl knows
look,
what
we gotta support the local community.
Yeah, we're going fishing. It's
dating.
it's nothing yet. But
He
it's
and Carl are dating.
no, we're making
I mean,
a form.
Carl's
We're
gonna
making
fix
a
No, that's good.
Carl's gonna
Fraternizing
fix
is
the
bad with
hole
the
in there.
locals. We want to maintain an air of security and distance.
Yep.
It's better for everyone.
Exactly. We're just. We're not-
But support
we're-
it. We want to be.
we're
We
making
want
a
to
form.
support the community.
Yeah.
We just want to be part of it.
And in that regard, me and Carl, there, our good friend, we actually drew up a little form for you to sign, just so we can get a real good discount on this here.
Oh,
this
sure.
here
Here, just
correction.
give. Yeah, it's fine. Where's the bird? Is.
Aha!
I'm sorry. What?
And you look at it, and the form is so black that it's actually difficult to see. So I'm kind of maneuvering into the
Angle it
light.
in the light.
It's also like 12 font, so it's like.
It's very, very
It's
fine.
fine.
Now you're gonna my glasses, but
Sorry. Yes.
The Vanta Black form.
Not the Vanta Black form.
You're goddamn right. The Vanta Black form.
Chester, I'm proud of you, but also deeply disappointed.
It's honestly the best combination for a grad student.
You have ascended. I am duty bound to give you my lab coat and go forth on my path to godhood. I must create.
Doctor,
Yes.
before you leave,
You've
there's,
ascended. You're in charge now.
There's something I've been trying to get better at, and there's something that I think that you and I should, a covenant that we should make.
Yes.
we should tell Carl. He's getting
You can do a handshake, right? Yes.
I'm learning this. This isn't just be gentle with me.
All right.
Remember,
Should we leave?
grasp, up,
feels
down,
so
up,
much more
down.
Ridges!
That was actually more shakes than I've
It
ever
was
done
more
before. It was more
shakes.
shakes. Was that okay? It's
Work
still
on
okay.
it. It's still valid.
Still
It is still
functional?
valid.
Okay.
I'm off. Are we good?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got this. like I did for my predecessor before me. I have wrested control of the lab. You wrested it from me.
The
I
form
can
does
do-
say the lab passes to me, right? The one with the
To the
academic
victor goes the spoils. It's the way.
Oh,
This
that
is
was
the
a
way of
different
academia.
form.
You know what? Egg on my face. I didn't actually read this form that carefully. It's difficult because the vans are black. I thought it was going to the next doctor, but it turns out it is a victor spoil situation here.
She gets a backpack. She's had this go bag ready to go. She hops out the wall, out. She
Just
leaves.
sprinting through a field. Full speed.
It is
Yeah.
amazing how quickly grad students give up on their dissertations.
Bird pokes his head through the window. He goes,
Come on in.
We're all
Do
good,
it
buddy.
gets a little nest with umbrellas. You can see coming up the road the dusty plume of Carl Irving's repair truck coming to fix the hole in your wall. And I think the bird returned. The grad student ascended.
Chester, I think maybe Hinckley and I would like to talk to you about signing new contracts that have wages.
Yeah. How about that?
Is there a
What do you
that?
think?
I think we got a couple of forms here, and it pulls out the thickest forms you've ever seen.
All right, better start reading.
Trained for this day.
We'll get started on that. I'll see you in a couple days. Hey, Carl, get on over here. Talk to me about fishing.
Well, see, you gotta, and he continues. And that is a wrap on an absolutely unhinged The Monster Maker. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for watching. Check out these fine people
Classic.
on everything they're doing. Their handles and all their information will be down below. There's some really awesomely cool stuff. And as always, we're Twice Roll Tales. Everywhere Twice Roll Tales exists on social media and YouTube. Also doing some pretty cool stuff. Hey!